So my name is Heidi Stolp, and I came to Ryan back as a patient several months ago, having had an x-ray showing osteoporosis and arthritic process in my L4-5, sort of labeled with, quote, an ailment, and hoping that he could help me. So what I was initially really impressed with was that Brian spent specific time not addressing my ailment, but addressing what was going on specifically with my body, with my back, where was my pain, what produced that pain, and over the duration of my treatment time really developed a wonderful regimen of exercises that I take away. I now have my toolbox of exercises to utilize on a daily basis, and now it's up to me to have the motivation, but I really got the motivation from Ryan, talking it through, and I think all of that is good, and all of the exercises, movements, etc., are being very helpful in my daily life. But I think the real, the main thing that I learned from my treatment was about changing the brain. You come in and you're given a diagnosis of osteoporosis, and you can go a direction of woe is me, and I have back pain, and it's going to be debilitating to me. You kind of put your mind down a road, and Ryan takes a perspective, I think, of looking at the whole body, the whole person, and treating that. And part of that is our how we approach it, how our minds work with it. And I think the brain tends to want to be our protector, and so when we have pain, it says no, and it says stop, and that's sort of not necessarily how we improve. And just that mindset change has been equally a motivation that I really learned about from Ryan. So I appreciate that, and that really helps on a daily basis. I also just want to acknowledge the staff and support team that Brian has around him, especially Annie. She was a absolutely wonderful, clear communicator, and Ryan would come up with a set of exercises we're going to work on, and she would go through them, show me exactly how to do them, and actually made them kind of fun. And she also had a motivating kind of sense to that. So I felt like my whole experience at the clinic was absolutely wonderful, and I would certainly recommend Ryan and this clinic to anybody that had any physical therapy issues. Okay. So in the end, I had to cut the apron strings, and I'm now on my own with my own motivation. But in kind of a closing, two other things that impressed me. One, Ryan and I talked about journaling daily for my own motivation, to write down what I want to accomplish in my exercises on a daily basis. And I also personally add some other personal goals for my day that I want, and to actually write them down. Sometimes I fail, sometimes I don't get them, so they go on the list for the next day. And that's just another tool that's been really helpful for me in all of this. And then also in the end, both Ryan and Annie reiterating, if I have any questions at all regarding my exercises, what's going on, call, drop in. It's a very so welcoming, and just the continuity of caring is ongoing. So I appreciate that.